Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Some video I did not plan to make and wanted to make, and also using our growing influence here because we want to do good things and contribute here to a better society and education and everything. And one video I might have wanted to make already is regarding smartphones and making people smarter, or actually maybe not, and also support and everything. And then this Apple people, the smart Apple people, fighting with me that it's amazing that the iPhone doesn't have a headphone jack anymore and I'm just too stupid and whatever. And anyway, so in yesterday's video I mentioned we got ourselves faster internet. We have here some cable internet, probably not a secret, you probably see this on some IP addresses in the open and wild anyway. So we have here some cheap, because you know we are cheapskate. I certainly don't invest $200 or $500 for internet here each month. So we have here some cheap crap, some cable internet. Initially 100 Mbit, then we upgraded to 200 Mbit. I actually thought we upgraded to 400 Mbit, but maybe I remembered this wrong, or some change in contract was deleted or whatever. And recently they have here 500 Mbit and whatnot, and we don't actually need that fast internet. We mostly need the even faster internet. Actually, we mostly need upstream, and initially our upstream was maybe something like 10 Mbit. That was already amazing. And then some years ago, 2 years or something, we upgraded to 25 Mbit, not only for YouTube, but also our server stuff, obviously, email server, sending stuff out and software builds to customers and stuff. And I wanted to upgrade a little bit more for some time already, and recently they changed the tariffs again, and now they have here for just a couple of bucks more, 500 instead of 200, and so 500 Mbit down and 50 Mbit up. And 50 Mbit up is of course amazing, not only for our sending emails out and some, of course, the high bandwidth web stuff we run on the data center, but some stuff we run here obviously for data protection reasons and stuff, and of course also our latest YouTube streaming hobby here, so 50 Mbit probably help, at least I hope. And today this bloody fucking cheap crap, sorry for swearing, Chinese plastic modem router stuff arrived. Not this one, this is the old one. The new one looks similar. Usually I'm not the greatest fan of this cheap plastic crap, probably the cheapest crap they can source somewhere. One modem was, by the way, funny, one router thing couple of years ago was, even the model number was CVE, like this common vulnerability database stuff. It's really funny if you have a modem that already comes with a CVE model number. I found this particularly funny. The point for this video, and of course, so first of all, I don't like downtime here. We have here people working, we need support and stuff, and also obviously we have fixed IP addresses, and obviously we want to keep them for server reasons. And I asked them when I changed, or I called half a week ago, I called them regarding change of this contract. First, by the way, as usual, first the support there didn't find what they could change us to, but somehow then pointing them out to the website, offering somehow helped, and then we got this to the current price. Oh, it's a little bit strange with 2-year running contracts and stuff. Anyway, so eventually they switched us over, and the last time this happened 2 years ago or something, when we upgraded from 100 Mbit, what we had 5 years ago, to 200 Mbit 2 years ago, whatever, already some chaos happened. So the last time this did not work smoothly. The last time complete chaos happened. The whole configuration was screwed up. We didn't get our IP address, all kind of, it wasn't even working properly. We got TCP IP packets for not even our IP addresses and all kind of nonsense. And took some, first on the support they always told me to wait a day and wait another day. It didn't get much better until someone, after 5 days the last time, someone found, yeah, it's completely misconfigured, and actually some contract configuration modules were mixed, and there was also Wi-Fi in. Apparently for this highest speeds they can't, because this crap has also Wi-Fi, which we don't use and don't want to use. So the last time all the configuration stuff got completely mixed up. Anyway, so I was already prepared that this will not go smooth, and boy was I not disappointed. And I asked, when I changed this 4 days or on Monday or something, I asked, will this for sure work without interruption? Yes, 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 of course. Are you really sure? Because the last time complete nonsense happened. We can really not have downtime here. Yes, yes, it will. Are you really sure that all our fixed IP address will remain the same? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I really asked 5 times. Are you really sure? I asked for a reason. The last time everything was lost and mixed. And yes, of course. Just plug it in 5 or maybe 15 minutes. Okay, boy, was I right. I plugged in this bloody. So the new one is standing in the corner. The new one looks similar. Doesn't really matter how this bloody shit looks. I plugged it in, of course. At first it didn't work because this DOCSIS cable stuff, I think you also have this in the States, I guess. This DOCSIS 3, by the way, MAC address is not ours anymore. This is going back now. You can probably have the MAC address. And so first it didn't work. Then I restarted this. I'm already used because they are not configured and they receive the... Actually, a friend of mine had a talk about this, exactly this company, even 2 years ago on the Chaos Communication Congress. I think 2 years ago or something, and how this works. So they get from their internal network, they load the configuration XML or something files for the routing configuration, MAC address and customer number and whatnot. And you would think this bloody shit loads this JSON or XML bloody configuration data and it just works. No, of course not. Of course we did not keep our fixed IP address, and I called there. I thought maybe they can just switch it over with a phone call or two, and boy, did they not disappoint. How is it that in this 2019 they have their people sitting, and I learned already 10 years ago I might have been a little bit not the most friendly, you know, maybe I was 10 years ago not the super most friendly person, and I was a little bit like IT kernel hacker, and maybe I was a little bit. In the meantime I learned, I completely calmed down. Says, hello, my name is this from this company, you know, we got this nice little black router from you, and I plugged it in and now it works, it's amazing, but maybe you can switch on our bridge mode for fixed IP address because right now we don't get it. And it's talking super, because by the way, pro tip, talk super nice with the support, even if they're completely dumb and they don't know what you talk about. Speak it. It makes things only worse if you speak aggressive or unfriendly. I learned this already the hard way. And I have great success for many years. I'm always the most pleasant. It says, hello, amazing stuff. We got this amazing black piece of crap from China here. And everything is amazing. It starts to work. It's completely awesome. I'm so in love with this bloody piece of shit. And can you maybe just make sure that we get the right IP address and this bloody bridge mode stuff works? And of course I said it even slightly nicer, like, hello, can you maybe? So, and half of those people you call there, and this is also, you know, the people have a smartphone, a smartwatch and blah, blah, blah. And they are not getting smarter. How is it in 2019 they have their people sitting in this tier 1 support that know nothing about TCP IP? You tell them something about an IP address and they have barely an understanding what you bloody talk about. And this bridge mode. And then, yeah, the bridge mode, you know where you find it to enable it in your web configuration. Yes, I bloody know where I enabled this already 5 years ago. We had this for 5 years of bloody bridge fucking mode for this bloody fixed IP address. Yeah, you click there and yeah, you know what, I clicked there already. Thank you very much for telling me where to enable this amazing bridge mode, most amazing feature of 2019, a bridge mode of some networking gear. But you know, your amazing website tells me that there is an error because this bloody piece of shit needs a software update and it needs to wait 24 to 48 hours for its bloody software update. Why does this bloody piece of cheap crap need a software update to activate a completely bloody standard bridge mode? And why we have not a bloody cheap, we have a business account there. Why do they even send an unconfigured piece of shit that can't do bridge mode to business customers when I can assure you 50% or maybe even 80% of their bloody business customers, even if it's not an IT company, if it's some small shop or architect or whatsoever, they probably enable this bloody file system checking, F-checking, fucking bridge mode. Probably 50, if not 80% of this business people, if you sit in an office with 10 people and you have maybe some home cloud stuff or whatsoever, or some calendar syncing or file server, email server, you probably have enabled this bloody F-checking bridge mode. Why do they send? I asked even at the support when changing the contract, I asked, are you really sure this will be without outtime? Yes, 15 minutes max. Yeah, 15 minutes max of 24 to 48 hours waiting for a software update. And then one of these persons, so first of all, I had to call 8 times. The first time, try to help, the first person even tried then, because I said, and when I ordered this, when I switched this contract, they desperately wanted to send us a new modem, and I told them, you know what, we have a relatively new modem. I'm pretty sure this DOCSIS 3 modem works with 500 Mbit. And this is here a bloody DOCSIS 3. And the new modem is also DOCSIS. We got a DOCSIS 3 modem, for God's sake. Why are they bloody sending us a new modem if this old modem already can do this 500 Mbit stuff? So we have the new modem is also DOCSIS 3, so they sent us a bloody modem for nothing, for the same DOCSIS standard, and not even configured in a way that normal business can use and activate. And then they can't even neither issue the software update. So I asked them nicely, hey, I understand, well, I don't really understand why this bloody shit black box needs a software update for bridge mode, but okay, you desperately want to send a software update to this bloody piece of shit, okay, but maybe you can do it now and not in 48 hours, not overnight, or maybe not tomorrow, or on a weekend, or on a Saturday when nothing will happen anyway, or not break it completely, your bloody breaking software update. Maybe you can send your software update now and not in maybe 48 hours. No, we can't do this. Why do they not have infrastructure to send a bloody software update? Why do they not send this bloody shit out in a working configuration? Why can they not issue a software update instantly, like right now? And why, for God's sake, do they send out, and this is always, why do they, and by the way, I don't think it has a technical reason. You can't tell me that this software version, it works. It has working software, just not with this bridge mode for fixed IP address and stuff. We even get dual stack IPv4 and we even get a whole IPv6 segment, fixed IPv6 segment with, I don't know how many, 24 bits or something, subnet. Why in 2019 do they send this shit out where you can't even activate the bloody bridge mode? And when it needs a software update, why can they not issue it instantly? Why, as the first bloody fucking piece of shit thing, this bloody fucking Chinese piece of crap box is not loading the bloody fucking, sorry, F-checking, we are in German channel, we can swear here. We don't need to beep it out, I only need to say it's not an advertisement. This bloody video is not a paid advertisement, because this bloody piece of shit is shit. And I'm also really tired that in 2019, everyone has a smartphone and a smartwatch, and people are not getting bloody smarter. Why can these people not have some schooling, some training to have a basic understanding of TCP/IP? And the fourth person I called tried to convince me that it's completely normal. You need to understand, it needs to load a software update to activate this bridge mode. No, I'm actually a software developer and a bloody even edited in the Linux kernel network stack. I pretty much know that you don't need a bloody F-checking firmware update to activate in bridge mode. Even back 2 decades ago, bloody stupid cheap DSL modems 20 years ago had a button to activate a bloody... I have no words for this kind of stuff. And so I'm now sitting here, and the last time even the whole configuration got completely corrupt there on the servers. And then after 2 weeks, we even got downgraded to just 1 Mbit. And when I called there, I also don't understand, the last time we got some completely slow internet. And then after I called, I was sitting here 2 days or 3 days with not very fast internet. And then we eventually called and said, you know, after three days, your internet is really slow. Yeah, good that you are calling us. Actually, your whole configuration is corrupt. I said, yeah, excuse me, but is this our thing that your cable modem deploying server stuff is sending corrupt configuration? How should I know this? I thought you have a temporary technical glitch there and not that our whole configuration is corrupted on your servers. And yeah, so the point of this video, smartphones, and this is also why I don't buy each smartphone. These smartphones don't make me smarter. What makes me smarter is not playing with smartphones and liking others' Instagram pictures, and rather fiddle with hobby tinkering stuff with old-fashioned graphic accelerators and writing my own microkernels. This is making me smarter. A bloody smartphone and smartwatch does not make me 1 bit smarter. And I also want to call out really this bloody, so this was previously, this was Kabel Deutschland, German cable, Kabel Deutschland, recently 2 years or 3 or something purchased from Vodafone. So now this bloody piece of shit is Vodafone. Just that you know, this is Vodafone customer experience, at least in Germany anyway. And they also lose a lot of money. Imagine the companies always complain their tech support is overloaded. You know what? What a bloody fucking surprise. If you send these people bloody non-working modems for their bloody bridge fixed IP configuration, business configuration, and then the people call 7 times to reach someone who knows about a bridge mode and what an IP address is, then yes, if I need to call 8 times, your amazing tech support line is apparently overloaded, yes. And obviously they also sent me to other telephone numbers. So after my 4th time, they gave me another telephone company for business support. I was already calling business support line. Actually, I'm surprised. I usually reached a human within 1 minute, but half of the time they couldn't help me much. So thumbs up for giving me a human within 1 minute. Amazing. Achievement unlocked. I'm really proud of you. But maybe then the people should also have some schooling and know how to operate their bridge mode and firmware update buttons. And why do the support people not have an issue firmware update? No, it can't be so difficult to issue a firmware update instantly. On the plus side, yes, this internet is fast now. Maybe we can try to break this live stream. When we go here to some speed test thing, I've not tested this right now in this second. Let's try to break our live stream. So we have an amazing 500 Mbit and 15 Mbit upstream, just not with our IP address right now. Actually, not with this bloody bridge mode. And I work around it this now in this bloody home user configuration, port forwarding the important ports now to our virtualized server stuff here. So let's try how much we can break this live stream for 15 Mbit, I think, outgoing stream. So this Mbits are on top of our outgoing YouTube stream of 199 dropped frames, and so we have 12 Mbit outgoing, which actually with the speed test was breaking down a little bit. So this is on top of the YouTube live stream, which is of course pretty amazing. I have to say, the most amazing internet we had always, but it would also be nice if we could actually use our professional server infrastructure. So this was my quick live stream from today. I have actually an appointment I need to rush to. What is the time anyway? Okay, maybe I can speak another 5 minutes. Yes, that is pretty fast, and I'm also glad that it doesn't cost a fortune. And I give this company credits. It is amazing that for 55 bucks, including VAT, we get this pretty amazing fast internet. Thumbs up for yes, that is pretty amazing. Thank you very much. But it would also be amazing when I already specifically asked if this really will not have an out time or downtime. And this is already the second time. The last time, 2 or 3 years ago, the same shit happened. After 2 or 3 years, they have not changed their bloody support infrastructure and still send this bloody stuff out in a way that it doesn't work for professional configurations. And so people always say this negatively influencer, as you have realized, I'm not a sellout and I'm not promoting here Galaxy, and actually Uway did not, because we did not have 100,000 subscribers, Uway did not wanted to send us a MateBook. I'm already pretty impressed that Lenovo, with a few subscribers, we had sent us ThinkPads, so thumbs up for this. It's not a paid advertisement. Not only are ThinkPads mostly good, also very nice from them that for our smaller channel they send us out the stuff. And of course for us they get double benefit of me also tweaking stuff in the Linux kernel. So if companies want to send stuff to us, usually, and by the way, sometimes when I don't like something as much, I'm still relatively medium critical to this. I could have said much worse words to the Dell XPS 15 2-in-1 actually. I think I, for the most part, was still relatively nice to it. Anyway, it's not like we over dramatize things here, but if I call 8 times and they give me a number, I give you the number for the business support. You can call that. Am I not calling the business support already? No, you are here in the normal, how can I be in the normal customer support when I call the business support line? And then I call this number, and this is not even for cable. I talk my story there for 2 minutes and then, does it mean you have a cable modem? Yes. Yeah, but we are the Vodafone support for DSL and cellular mobile phones. Why did your colleagues give me then this number for professional cable business support? But whatever. And yeah, so this is also our way of trying to influence. We definitely want to make the world better, and the world is not getting better with cute people sitting on YouTube saying, hey, this is the most amazing new iPhone. Where's even my bloody iPhone? My iPhone is somewhere charging because the bloody battery is always empty. Let me grab the iPhone for a reenactment of welcome to our amazing iPhone review channel. This is an amazing iPhone. Everything is amazing and better and colorful, and buy it, it's amazing. I was playing the whole day, and these are the apps I have on it, and it's, I can't see it anymore. This is also, by the way, why we started this YouTube channel, because I'm really tired of people that, hey, I got Apple sent us this iPhone, and look at this, it is so shiny and rounded rectangles, and they still have this amazing proprietary Apple. Is it so amazing? And actually, they have removed the headphone jack. It's so amazing. They don't have a headphone jack anymore, and rush out and buy it together now with Apple AirPads. Yes. So yeah, dramatic reenactment of amazing iPhone review channels. I really have to rush out in a minute. But this also inspired us of doing YouTube here, to not only have people telling that each iPhone is the most amazing, and people also really get smarter. They talk about code in schools for everyone, and then people want to tell me that it's completely normal that the bridge mode is not possible to activate, and what an IP address is. And pro tip, maybe don't try to explain IT people who call you what an IP address is and what please stop with these voices here. I need an iJustine equalizer here, sorry. I probably have to practice here our dramatic reenactment skills of female voices on Twitter, so this is probably anyway, maybe this is not politically correct to pick a woman there. There are probably also amazing men who tell you to, this iPhone is the most amazing iPhone ever, go out and buy it. This is not a paid advertisement, we are only in love with Apple, or something, whatever. You get the idea. Actually, I wanted to do something else, but now I wasted 2 hours of 8 phone calls of trying to get the bridge mode activated. Or actually, maybe it was less than 2 hours, but anyway, in the meantime, I had to configure some IP tables, port forwarding, and now I have to rush to an appointment. Maybe later we make a live stream of GNOME updates, because after the amazing and long Qt update, we also have all the GNOME packages to update. And by the way, still is the live stream even going? Yeah, the live stream is going. And yeah, we want to use our gathering up. Actually, I hope people don't. If you did not like my dramatic female reenactment voice scene, then please don't unsubscribe. We will try not to do this more often. Actually, we want to not only educate here of people to code at home and become, even if they do it as a hobby, become amazing IT support people who know something, what is a bridge mode and what is an IP address. And also to companies. This is really a shout out to companies. If you are a company in infrastructure, this is infrastructure, you would think that this is like water and electricity in 2019. And if you are an infrastructure company and in IT, maybe you should have IT support who know a little bit more than reading the, what is even the name of this call systems there, call center system stuff, this dialogue stuff where the people only read the answers on the screen and don't know anything about you talk about. And we really need to get better of this. Or probably, as my friend said there were also some glaring security issues. You probably want to watch this video. By the way, we can make you some more unpaid advertisement for this talk. This was Alex Graf or Alexander Graf, CCC cable, something. If you want to see this talk, this was probably beyond your cable or something here, and this was a pretty interesting talk. Also, obviously, security vulnerabilities. Somehow this stuff, if you would have your own modem, you could just download their other customer data and browse or configure your modem like on others' customer ID data stuff. So as usual, completely insecure. And also no surprise, obviously they kept this here locked down, that people don't poke around it too much, because all this stuff was completely insecure as usual. And if we certainly arrive in a day and age where this is basic infrastructure as important as water and electricity, and this stuff needs a little bit more secure, not completely insecure and just downloading some plain data that it's just using with your other's neighbor's ID. And the Graver writes, competent people are expensive, yes, but if you cut down the call time, I called 8 times, I still have not achieved bridge mode, so we are still not running with bridge mode. I only port forwarded this from this bloody home, actually ironically for sure running Linux, probably if it's not running VX Works or something, but usually obviously they run Linux. And so 8 calls and over 1 hour call time in total later, I still don't have bridge mode, and I only run here with some temporary hack configuration of port forwarding this, and then on our cloud server port forwarding this again. And 8 calls later, I still don't have a real solution and can only hope that eventually it works again tomorrow in 48 hours. And if you cut down your calls by, this is 1 out of 8 is 12.5%. So this, if you cut this by 87.5%, then you also have money to pay properly trained people actually. And this is probably also in general, not only for tier 1 or infrastructure IT stuff, also for car repair, service, architecture and stuff. Look on our airport that we for 10 years is overdue, our amazing bloody, to call something bloody, our bloody airport in Berlin, where the best experts are building for a decade and it's still not done and still not in operation and still has security and fire issues and whatnot. If you choose the properly trained and skilled people and not the cheapest offer of the cheapest company of non-trained people, then maybe the airport would also already be in operation for 10 years and quite some billions of euros saved for this amazing infrastructure project. But that's what you probably get if you hire the cheapest untrained people who don't know what they are doing. Now I really need to rush to my next appointment. And then later you can probably, if you want some cable infrastructure education, you can watch this Alexander Graf Beyond Your Cable Modem talk of the CCC some 2 years or so ago, or what this was, or 3 in the meantime. Hope you enjoyed my, probably not the dramatic reenactment, but the rest around this and learn something. And if you are a company like this, improve your infrastructure stuff and pay and train the people properly for more happy customers and more amazing service and even less support costs and everyone. And by the way, this is not only about cutting time and costs here, this is also everyone is more happy. I'm more happy, the support people are more happy, everyone is more happy and everything is more amazing, and this is what I try to achieve here, and this is what I wanted to say with influencer. We want to influence the world here also positively, and this is also infrastructure, IT stuff, IT support. This really needs to grow up there from this amateurish, garish quality kind of have you try to turn it on and off again stuff. And I hope to see you later tonight for some live stream of GNOME or other tinkering. We will see in what mood we are and if we still have internet or not. If maybe in the meantime they break it completely, as they have already managed 2 years ago, mess up the whole configuration. Again, you guessed it. And hope to see you soon later for more amazing IT talk to come.